welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is in the 30s. It is brisk. Feels like 23. And Tony, this is the biggest game at the Jungle in a long, long time.
Welcome to the Jungle's playing right now, and you can feel the energy. This is the time of year where the big-time players need to step up, right? I mean, this is going to be a Mahomes-Burrow show. We've been waiting for this for a while. Maybe a rivalry, Jim, that's coming in the future?
Oh, it could be. First time ever. First snap of the game. Let's go down to Tracy.
Jim, it has been a while since Cincinnati has been in this position, and they are expecting it to be rowdy in the Jungle today. Zach Taylor's message to the team: feed off this energy, feed off the crowd. You put yourself in position to win it. Now go take it. He's not worried about youth or inexperience. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, they've all played in national championship games. He said that's when they are at their best, Jim.
I think that's U.S.
Well, Kelsey wasn't here last week. They did okay, but guess what? When he's in there, his yards after catch are really impressive. You saw it on the early down, Jim. Remember when he caught that little one and then all of a sudden got close to the first down on the second play of the game for the Chiefs today? 26 yards over expected, 563 yards after catch, and that's a tight end. Woo.
Sack quarterback in the league, Tony, coming in.
Yeah, and that's concerning. I mean, the last two seasons, the most, I mean, the highest sack percentage. He's getting hit a ton, but he's a tough guy. He stands in, makes big-time throws, you know, in crucial situations, you know, under duress, which you want to see. But
we've got a report from Tracy.
Jim, as you guys mentioned, the Chiefs' offensive line is certainly a concern right now as they have lost both of their left tackles so far today. Orlando Brown suffered a calf injury in pregame warm-ups. He's still questionable. And then Lucas Niang is out with a knee injury. We spoke with Andy Reid yesterday about the depth of this offensive line and the job that Andy Heck is doing there. Well, certainly it's going to be tested today.
Yeah, they're going today. Pringle twice last week. The NFL's Inspire Change initiative focuses on reducing barriers to opportunity and creating progress in education, economic advancement, community and police relations, and criminal justice reform. Text NFL IC to 635-635 to learn more. It takes all of us to advance social justice. Bound 3. The Bengals formed the Positive Community Impact Committee to focus on equal opportunity and positive influences in the community. This season, the committee donated more than $300,000 to local programs. It's down out to the 40. This is a young bunch, the baby Bengals this season. Joe Burrow turned 25 during the season. Joe Mixon, he's 25. Then you've got the first time ever a pair of receivers over 1,000 yards under the age of 23. Look at that. First team in NFL history, 4,000-yard passer, 1,000-yard rusher, 2 1,000-yard receivers, and they're all 25 and under. Actually, let's go down to Tracy.
Well, Jim, that's exactly right. That's what they said. They don't know what they don't know. They have no scar tissue. They don't care about what happened in the past. They just bounce around and play football. That's what he said. He said it's fun to be around them, and the team feeds off of it, and it's a huge reason for their success.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Trent Green. We were talking to Kelsey that Hill would break his record with just 2 catches in this game. He's now got 3 to take it to 107. 107 catches. He said, hey, listen, that's okay. Records are made to be broken. Tight end's not supposed to have that record anyway, is what he said.
Kelsey is such a great guy. You can't help but love. You know, it's just one of those things. Who's okay getting your record broken right away the next year? He is, and he completely means it.
That's got away from him. There is a penalty marker. But Burrow and Chase putting on a show, this one especially.
The illegal formation
And then needed that
by
one
the
there.
offense. Number 75 was lined up in the backfield.
Love this catch.
Penalties decline. second down.
Yes, he just keep throwing the ball. If you're going to be one-on-one, he needs to get the ball a ton, and they do that, and that was a penalty. You could hear style impresses you.
This AFC playoff picture, we're going to know so much more at the end of today, but so many possibilities. Kansas City coming in as the 1, Cincy in the 3 spot. Everybody in the AFC North is still mathematically alive to win the division. I mean, that's as of this moment right now. Of course, the early results could end up knocking out Cleveland. But the Browns have a scenario which is not unrealistic. They're going to need, by the way, not only Kansas City to win here and win their game tomorrow at Pittsburgh. They could use a little help. They need Baltimore to lose one of its last 2, like today against the Rams. So who knows? A lot of teams are still in the hunt.
This holiday.
So by virtue of winning today or winning next week at Cleveland, while Kansas City's trying to stay in that 1 position in the playoff seedings on the AFC side. 28-17 at halftime. A lot of fireworks in that first half. 500 yards of offense combined by the 2 teams. Let's talk adjustments here at the half. What do you see?
They need to play more defense. I think that's the first thing. But right now, the biggest thing was the negative plays, because both these offenses are doing a great job, but they're beating themselves a little bit. One is the drops, a couple of them there by both teams. The second one is just the negative plays are stopping the drives, the sacks, the penalties. Whoever does less of that, they're going to win the game.
Quarterback comparison in that first half. Again, the first ever matchup between Mahomes and Joe Burrow. They've never met before, although they did exchange a few texts. There you see the numbers. Burrow did go on to tell us that when he injured his knee last year, he really appreciated the fact that Mahomes reached out to him by text and wished him well in his recovery. To come. Tracy, it's all yours.
Well, Jim, Zach Taylor mentioned the 292 yards given up. He said we must limit those explosive plays, and we need to find a way to get to Patrick Mahomes more. Also, he said offensively, we need to start scoring points. You wonder if they're going to be more aggressive on 4th down. One other injury note, left guard Quinton Spain will be out for the rest of the game with a right ankle injury.
About a yard. Jackson Carman has moved in for Spain at left guard. Here are the overall stats. There's the 292 they were talking about. Yards put up by the Chiefs in that first half.
Look at that right there. Both these teams create big plays. Cincinnati's actually ahead this year, but not today. And you can't have that, especially when you're at home. Giving up 5 plays over 20 yards and a half at home. You better be going against like the Chiefs or something. Oh, wait.
Wait a minute.
They are.
Back here in Cincinnati, where the Chiefs are trying to maintain their position because Tennessee's winning by a couple of touchdowns on Miami in the 3rd quarter, trying to hold off the Dolphins and stay in that 1st seed position. But the Bengals would clinch the AFC North with a win, either this week or next week against Cleveland. And again, as of this hour, all 4 teams in the division still have a chance to take the AFC North.
There's always been like a mother and father. Like this is a father bucket, this is a mother bucket, and since the last game, they had a baby bucket. So this is a baby bucket.
I guess that clears up the question as to whether they're married or not.
The great John Madden, very much in our thoughts and in our hearts today. Having passed away on Tuesday at the age of 85, he was football. He was the NFL at so many levels. And he's got a gain of 11. Just to think that John attended his first live football game at Kezar Stadium in San Francisco in 1946 and remained intently watching the NFL right through last Sunday, as you see some of the remarkable things that he did. Winning 103 games in 10 years as a head coach of the Raiders. Great record against Hall of Famers and, of course, legendary broadcasting career. 9 decades of closely following the game, back to attending that game in San Francisco as a young lad, to last Sunday texting Andy Reid as he would after every Chiefs game. So close to Andy, and really Andy like family to Coach Wood, Coach Madden, as to mix. And how about through 25 starts, which Burrow's 25th start was last week. Here are your top 5.
Wow.
I wonder who's 6. You got Rome?
That was
Romo in
anybody
there?
on
Oh,
this-
no, there he is. 6th.
I am in 6th. How come you couldn't
you get your
widen
own-
out that
you get
thing
your
and
own
put 6
page,
people?
man.
Like we only could fit 5 in there?
No, you get your own close-up. That's what you wanted.
Well, that's more about like embarrassing and making fun of somebody.
You didn't want to be on there with 4 others. Come on, you got the whole
It was
thing.
easier to say like, hey, look at these 6 guys. They're all going to be Hall of Famers. It's like highest ever, if not the highest.
Again, next week, regular season finale. Going to be so much to sort out in the postseason push. All the playoff scenarios, all that will be discussed starting at noon Eastern with the NFL Today on CBS. Ken Anderson, a great one, took the franchise to the Super Bowl 40 years ago, watching this game down at his second home in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. And what was the highest rated Super Bowl of all time? The first that John Madden, Pat Summerall ever called together. And the Bengals have won the AFC North.
You talk about the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. They're back. The Bengals won the division. Kansas City drops possibly the #1 seed. Is it Tennessee, Jim?
Tennessee moves into the 1 with its win today over Miami.
What a shocker. It's Cincinnati and Joe Burrow with one of the the best game he's played in a big-time situation. He played great last year, but 30 for 40 for 446 yards, 4 touchdowns.
That sequence at the end, just when you think you've seen it all, that was a new one.
That was 9 plays. I mean, how many plays on that last drive? Perfect snap and hold. Well, we're going to find out where we are next week. I don't know yet, Jim. There's so many options. But that last drive had 15 plays, Jim.
Unbelievable.
15.
6 minutes, 74 yards. The 8-game win streak comes to an end for Andy Reid and the Chiefs, who have lost pole position in the AFC playoffs. Going in to Week 18, Tennessee moves to the top position. Tennessee's in. Buffalo is in with its win today. New England, Cincinnati have all made it into the playoffs today on the AFC side, joining Kansas City, which qualified with its AFC West Division win last week, but falls today out of the coveted 1 spot. My goodness, here is
what
how
just
it looks
happened?
at the moment. Turnover at the top. Cincinnati has a division title.
I mean, look at the #1 seed. I mean, there's so many possibilities now for.
Burrow will not even have to play next week at their game against Cleveland. You know, he's just gotten hurt here. We don't know to the extent of it, but
wow.
Bengals are in, clinching the AFC North.
Chargers, Raiders next week.
There's going to be some big ones.
Spot probably. That's going to be in it.
Final score is Cincinnati 34, Kansas City 31. Coming up next, the State Farm post-game show for Tony and Tracy and all the crew. Jim Nance saying so long from Cincinnati. JP in New York coming up next. Happy New Year, everybody.